The seventh and final chakra is Sahasrara, or the crown located at the crown of the head. So I'm going to sit here for a moment in a seated meditation. Roll the shoulders back, relax the jaw, and feel at the crown of the head a white light blossoming like 1,000 petaled lotus and sending your energy out and around you. Think of it like a healing energy. And when you're ready, bring your hands to your heart center and lift them up overhead as if this white light could just shine straight up into the sky. That might bring a little tension around the neck and the shoulders, and try to just breathe into it, and even take your hands back behind your head if you want to stretch the front of the body a little bit more, and then fold forward into a little child's pose. I'm going to move sideways so you can watch this little flow. We're going to gently creep the hands forward, glide along the floor into a little baby cobra, and keep moving. Lift yourself up into your knees. Bring the body all the way up, arms up above the head, and drop the hands back behind you for that same stretch. And then when you're ready, fold forward into that baby child's pose, and we'll go through that flow again, gliding the hands forward, inhaling as you reach and stretch the body, and exhaling as you roll up. Again, inhaling, always think of this inhale as a big stretch, pulling those elbows up, chest up, and then exhaling and relaxing into that child's pose. Draw the arms forward, and this time glide forward into that little baby cobra and come all the way up to make 2 big hip circles. So I'm going to offer these 2 big hip and juicy body circles as a bottom flow instead of doing a reverse push-up and a baby cobra and upward dog. But you can do whatever feels right for you. So let's come up into downward dog and shake out the legs, shake out the head, yes and no. Come up to the tiptoes and then reach one heel down to the ground at a time, walking out your dog. We're going to be moving to the sound of your breath today. Begin to walk forward. This is the only one of the chakras where we are focusing on the silence in between the moves and not the music. Go ahead and shake your hands out when you've walked all the way forward to your forward fold. And then when you're ready, give your legs a big hug. Bend your knees as much as you need to do that. Tuck the chin into the chest and roll up. Like a little fiddlehead fern, tight, 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 until your head is the last thing to come up. Pick it up with the shoulders and roll them back. Look at your posture here. Your shoulders are over your hips, or over your knees. That's your Tadasana, or mountain pose. We'll take a few sun breaths here. When you're ready and you have space, inhale the arms all the way up overhead. And then exhale and forward fold. Relax. Remember, you're inhaling and stretching, so bring the hands to the shins and stretch the crown of the head away from the tailbone. And exhale, relax. And then reverse swan dive. Reach up, reach those arms like you're being drawn up into heaven. And exhale the hands down by the sides. Again, inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale, hands to the shins. Stretch the body, really stretch, and exhale, release. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart center and by your sides. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, swan dive forward over the legs. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, release. And last time, all the way up. And hands through your heart center. Next series, let's stand onto the left foot. Right foot into a little tree or a tall tree above the knee. You can even hold on. It's okay. We're just reaching that white light up into the sky. And then as we sit down, bring that right leg into a figure 4 up and over the knee. And some of you will fold all the way the prayer on the leg. Others will be too rounded in the back, and these hips will ache, so you'll stay a little higher. That's okay. Take your left hand to your hip, right hand to your toes, and see if you can stand up straight. You could always be holding under the knee here if it's a little bit too tight to stretch the leg straight. And when you're ready, see if you can reach that leg straight. Switch hands either to the foot or the knee, and let's see how much you can twist. Just take a deep breath in, and then exhale. Swing that leg back so that you look like a letter X, and we're going to tip, tip, tip like we're on a bike wheel all the way down till you reach the floor. Stretch every limb into a different direction, like a weather vane. And then step way back. You can do it. Rotate those legs out and around into warrior 2. Think of strong legs, but soften your shoulders, palms up. Leave that neck loose and juicy. And then inhale and tip the upper body back. This is seen a lot in modern dance. You stretch the left side of the body and the right side releases. Reach out as far as you can over that left leg. You can bend your arm on the thigh and stretch up for the sky. Now, if you want to go a little bit more, rotate the palm to face your head and drive it into a diagonal from your foot. You can see the side of me looks like a triangle, the side of a triangle here. Inhale, come up and back, and just try to make this motion slow and fluid as you cartwheel your hands to the floor. And you can step into plank, or I invite you to take 2 big juicy circles. Just loosen up your hips. It's really not about a yoga competition right now. It's just about getting your body to move and warm up. In your downward dog, shake it out. And start walking forward, or let's play, bend the knees and lift the booty up to float the feet forward. It's really about lifting your hips. Shake it out. And think of that fiddlehead fern rolling up to stand. Other side, stepping onto your right foot. Let's bring the left to tree, holding onto the wall or not through this whole series. Arms up into the sky. And then as you sit back, remember to bend the right knee deeply and bring your left ankle over the knee. Maybe you'll be warm enough, maybe your hips won't, to bring that prayer to the leg. If you start to feel hunched over like a ball, stretch out your chest and work where you are. It's not yoga perfect. Right hand's on your hips, left hand's on your toes. You're working on your standing leg and posture. So holding the knee and twisting is absolutely okay. Or you might feel ready to stretch the leg straight, and mine stays a little bent. That's okay, that's where I'm at. Reach the opposite arm, hand to the hand or knee, or begin to twist. There's the work. You could always be holding onto the wall too. Now I'm going to open my leg. If I'm hunched over, it's going to be a little bit hard. But open the leg to an X and slowly tip, tip, tip. And yes, if you fall on whatever object is near you, just put a chair there next time so you know it can catch you. As soon as you make it to the floor, you're stretching those limbs north, south, east, and west, and step way back. Let's keep rotating those legs out. That means knees toward my pinky toe on both sides. Remember, I'm not reaching forward or back. I'm just softening the upper body like I'm floating in the ocean. Inhale up and back. Stretch your right side up, but release the left. And then draw yourself all the way over that thigh, and you're Left arm reaches for the sky. Maybe it stretches into the diagonal. Your shoulder will tell you. Now let's sweep back through the movement. Nice and juicy torso, hands all the way down to the floor. Step into your plank if you'd like, or two big juicy circles. Close your eyes and just feel what your body needs to lubricate the joints and bring movement into every crease and cranny. Up into your downward dog. Again, if you're playing, you're bending the knees and springing forward for fun. It can be a couple hops, whatever you take. Shake out your head and gently roll up to stand. Big breath. Inhale. Reach up into tree. We're going to move through the same series. You know what to do. Sit into your figure four. Maybe you're getting warmed up enough to bring the hands down. Reach your right arm on your right toes out as far as you can, and then switch hands. You're playing, it's not perfect. You're stretching and twisting and then opening out like an X, and timber slowly with control all the way down to the floor. Half moon to me looks like a weather vane, but you reach way back into your warrior two. Keep going, keep moving, reverse the warrior. And then across the thigh, the arm comes into extended side angle for a moment as you keep sweeping up and back like Tai Chi. We never stop the flow. Keep breathing. And here in your plank pose or from your little child's pose, two big juicy circles. It's a little choose your own adventure today. How is your energy feeling, and what do you want to share from that white light inside you? Back up into your downward dog, looking forward and walking or springing. Don't think about it, just follow whatever your body wants to do. Shake it out and roll up. Let's flow through that second side. Find your Tadasana and then step that left leg up into tree. Big breath in and then exhale and sit into the figure four. Just so that you can reach the toes. I like to keep my opposite hand on my hip for stability or the wall. And then see if you can reach across, grab your foot or your knee and open up for the twist. And then before you fall, release the leg. Whoops, almost fell. And tip, 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 tip all the way over with control. That's a huge move. You should feel so much success when you reach that. Stepping way back. Good. Ground those feet down like you're holding into the ocean as you reverse back, and the top of your body's floating across the waves. Oops, don't cartwheel down, Jessica. Reach into that extended side angle. Reach up and back. And then cartwheel the hands all the way down to the ground and bring your feet together. That was awesome. We're going to sit back in a little child's pose. Take an exhale. So we're going to do one last really fun push. When you're ready, come back up into your downward facing dog. We're going to start with the right leg. Reach it up and back. It's going to come underneath you, twist, and kiss your knee to your elbow. And then stretch it up and back. Don't use momentum. Move nice and slow to the right elbow. Now you can stay doing those 2 more sets, or as you bring it underneath you towards the opposite elbow, stretch your foot out forward, let go of that left hand, and stretch up. Good. Now stretch that right leg back up. And as we go towards the same elbow, bend the arms a little bit and see if you can place that knee up on the back elbow. You can put your face on the ground if you feel like it's close to falling. But some of you will stretch that right leg straight and even hop off that left foot. Not happening for me today. But if you can get that balance, that will be so fun. All right, let's try the other side. Remember, you can do 3 sets of this first stretch, left leg up into the sky. It twists underneath you and kisses the elbow. So this is the preparation. This is what we need to do to get there. Reach it back up and kiss the same elbow. Stretch it back up behind you and slowly come underneath you to twist. But extend the leg and reach your right arm up towards the sky. Hips up. There's the work. Breathing in and then breathing out. Send that leg back up. Here we go. Bring it to the same side. You need to bend the elbows and your face will feel like it's going to make a splat. Stretch that leg straight. Oh my goodness, there it is. Balance. It's okay if your head's on the floor. It's okay if any of that happened. That's amazing. Shake it out. This is what makes Shavasana so worth it in the end. Kick your feet out. Roll over to your back. And now we start cooling down because that is so important. Go ahead and rock your knees back and forth. Let them fall over to the right and stretch your arm out to the left. You can look left, feel that knee and shoulder, chest expanding in opposite directions. When you exhale, let the jaw go. We're really trying to get the body back to the rest and digest phase. Bring the knees back up. This is the opposite of the fight or flight, which we simulate when we exercise. Drop the knees to the left and stretch out to the right. Feeling the body stretch in this twist. And feeling the exhale, softening the body. And bringing it back down to a grounded place. Knees in. Let's go ahead and extend those legs long. Give them a little wiggle so you feel like you're nice and flat on the back. Bring your hand, one to your heart, one to your chest. Well, that would be your heart, sorry. One to your belly. Big breath in. And then exhale and release your hands by your side. Think about that white light, that energy we've generated inside of you. And on each exhale, let it go. Let it be shared with everyone in our community. We need that healing light, that healing energy you have to offer. And think about that light when you're walking down the street. Are you sharing fear and hate and judgment? Are you sharing hope, empathy, and compassion? Exhale and wiggle the toes and wiggle the fingers and gently bring the legs back in. Let the knees fall from side to side and reach your arms up overhead like you just woke up for the first time today. And roll over to your right side. Take a moment for yourself. And then take your top leg and use it for a little bit of energy to draw the body up to sit. Find an easy cross-legged position, whatever feels right for you. Rest one hand in the palm of the other with the thumbs to touch. Roll the shoulders up and back so you feel that posture. Release the hands by the side. Inhale all the way up. Let's pause for a moment. Feel that white light. Feel how we are one, we are connected. And bringing your hands into your third eye center between the eyebrows. Pause, honoring your right thought. Bring the hands to the mouth. You don't need to touch it, not your face, but honoring your right speech. And to your heart, honoring your right compassion. And the light within me shines to the light within you. In other words, Namaste. Oh, there's my kids. Shelter in place, so you know exactly how this is. Off to real life.